6 legs, a long, slender body, armor, looking like they're getting ready to go into gladiator battle. Eat their mamas? Stay tuned, you're going to want to hear about this one. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Craig here again, howtopest.com. You heard me in the intro, guys. We are talking about these crazy looking, 6-legged, long bodies, mean looking pinchers, antenna on the front, looking like they are ready to conquer the world. What am I talking about? We're talking earwigs, guys. Earwigs, and they freak people out. But I'm going to put your mind at ease today. I'm going to help you get rid of these things, and I'm going to let you know they're not as harmful as you think they are. So guys, let's talk about the earwigs. The earwigs that we see today are mostly the European earwigs. They are a harmless earwig. They eat organic matter. They will destroy some of your vegetables. So if you have a vegetable garden, you're probably not going to tolerate them and you want to know how to get rid of them. Well, I'm going to tell you how to do that. Like I said in the beginning, guys, they have 6 legs. They have these little mean looking pinchers on the back, and then they got the antenna, and it just looks like an armored body ready for battle. But guys, let's break it down. The pinchers on the back are generally for mating, grabbing food, grabbing prey. Now, prey is small insects, smaller than them, unless it's dead and they can get to it easily. They possess no poisons. They can't paralyze anything. Do they bite with these pinchers? Do they penetrate? Like if you were to pick one up, won't even break your skin. You're probably not even going to know that you got pinched. But for them, it's a great defense mechanism, but it's also a mating mechanism. What do I mean by that? Well, when these males are ready to mate, what they do is they go ahead and they bounce these pinchers on the ground, they vibrate them, and then the female is attracted to that, and she comes over and she nibbles on the pinchers. Kind of freaky, huh? But that's what they do. And then they mate. The female goes off her separate way. Now, they are not social insects like your ants, like your cockroaches. So what's really weird about them is that the female is very nurturing to the eggs. And this is where we're going to get into that crazy eat your mama stuff, nasty stuff. Now, the European earwigs don't do this, okay? This is other earwigs. So these other earwigs, what they do is once the eggs hatch,
I love you and your brother more than anything in the world.
The mom basically gives herself to the young because she's full of nutrition, and the young eat their mother and then go on, and the cycle repeats itself. So that's what that's all about eat your mama. But the European ones that we deal with, they typically do not do that. What will happen is if the mom does die in the birthing process, when the nymphs and the eggs hatch, they will eat the mom, the dead mom that is there, because once again, it is nutritious for them and gives them a lot of what they need to grow and then reproduce themselves. But the pinchers themselves, here's a cool little thing. If you are curious at all, the females have more of a straight pincher and the males have more of a curved pincher like that. So that's how you can tell those apart if you even care. Now, where do you typically see these at besides in your house, and that's why you're freaking out, or they're all over your wall? Typically, they're out in the garden areas, moist, damp areas. So when it dries up in the summertime and it's very hot outside and the moisture doesn't exist as readily as it does in the fall and the winter, that's what brings them inside, because they try to find that moisture inside your house or in the areas up against the wall of the house, cracks and crevices. And that's why you're getting them there. The nests are usually burrowed deep under mulch, under tree stumps. Now, the only nest that I've ever found has been a rotting tree stump. If you remove that back, that's where you'll just see thousands of them, because you've exposed that deep nest that's down into the soil of that stump itself. But under mulch is typically where you get them when you move rocks, things like that, because those things are all containing the moisture, and that's where they love to be. Now, on your lettuce leaves, that's where you'll see them a lot. You'll move flower beds or flower petals and things like that. you'll see them there. But here's a great thing about the earwigs. They actually eat the aphids. So you rosebush lovers out there, they're kind of doing you a favor. They won't do a lot of damage to the roses themselves, sometimes to the petals, but those aphids are nutritious to them and a free meal. So they help you out in that aspect. Other than that, you'll find them in the lettuce. You'll find them in strawberries and things like that. Not in the strawberries, but in the leaves and pretty much anything out in that garden area that they are attracted to, I should say. So now you want to get rid of them. And you're wondering how to do that. Well, I'm going to give you a couple products, guys, that will get rid of these things. And I'm going to give you some that are out for the garden areas that I like. And then I'll give you some for along, the perimeter walls of the house and the interior of the house. Let's go back outside. We were talking about that lettuce, those rose bushes. I typically don't like to spray those, so I like to go with a granular. And a great granular for those, there's like 3 of them that I love. There's Invict Express, and it comes like in a little shaker bottle, looks like a little gallon shaker bottle. It has a little salt and pepper opening on it, and then it has a pour section, and you can just sprinkle that around the areas. They will consume that, and it'll kill them off. The good thing is it's not only going to take care of earwigs, it's going to take care of a lot of other things like ants and just, the label has a plethora of different things it takes care of. Another one I like, and this is more for the lawn areas or big areas, is Talstar granule, Talstar P granule. I think it's Talstar P, but Talstar granular. And you basically are going to sprinkle that around just like you would do the Express, the Invict. Now, another great one is Niban. So these are my 3 granulars that I like. One is not better than the other. Some people like this one versus that one. I found that they all work fine. And like I said, they're going to kill more than just those earwigs themselves. So read the label. It'll break down on how much you sprinkle out, whether it's like half a cup for so many square feet. I can't remember what it is. They all vary. I'm not going to break that down for you, but it's on that label at howtopest.com. Go in there in the search bar, punch in the one you're looking for, and bam, it'll put that product up. Scroll down a little bit. It'll show the label, punch on that. You can blow it up and read it really easily. Now, it's on the bag, on the bottle too. It just makes it easier when you can blow it up on the computer screen. So those are my granule products that I love. Some need to be watered in, some need to be just left alone. Let's get back up to the house itself. Let's get back up into the inside of the house, the structure, whatever it may be. That's usually where people freak out. All of a sudden, they have a ton of earwigs climbing all over the wall, running all over the patio. It's usually because you flooded them out. That's usually when you get a mass amount of earwigs, because a sprinkler has been on too long, it's flooded out their nest, and now they're just scurrying all over the place. Or you've moved a lot of mulch out there for landscaping purposes, and you've moved them that way. But those are usually the 2 causes of why you're seeing a plethora of the earwigs, roaming all over the house. Now, how do you get rid of those things? Great product to get rid of those on the indoors and outdoors, food establishments, hospitals, you name it. I like Seismic CS. Seismic CS is a great product for a couple reasons. It has a broad label, so it can be put in all those places I just talked about. Now, remember, you can't put anything in rooms like patient rooms, bedrooms. When people are in there, you got to clear them out. But once it's dry, you can put them back in. Read the label for specific directions on that. But Seismic CS is good because it can be reapplied in 21-day intervals. So if need be, you can reapply it again. But this is the best thing about Seismic CS. It is a controlled release. It's micro encapsulated. We've talked about this in the past, and basically what it is they put that actual pesticide inside of a microencapsulated form, so it doesn't just release all at once. It gives you a instant knockdown, but then it gives you a slow release of that chemical over time. So you're constantly getting that stuff out. Guys, I think they say that it puts out like over 11,000, close to 12,000 little microencapsulated per square inch. Like, it's a lot. So, I mean, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. Now, Seismic CX mixes Seismic CS. This is from Controlled Solutions. They make fantastic products. You pros out there have used them before. You know this. But let's talk about the mix rate on the Seismic CS. It mixes as low as 0.2 fluid ounces to 0.4. That's about the range. Now, it goes higher for different things, but for earwigs, what we're talking about today, that's how low of a mix rate it is. So let's say it's at 0.2. That's 0.2 for 1 gallon of water. That is a lot. That is a lot of, or I should say, that's a very little chemical for a lot of mixed formula. Man, I'm having a hard time trying to tell you what I want to say today. But 1 gallon of water mixed up with 0.2 fluid ounces, and man, you can go to town. Now, if you think it's more extreme, go 0.4. That's just how you judge that. Now, what I like about Controlled Solutions on the label on this one is they put on there what I tell you guys a lot of times, to only mix when you are ready to use. Do not let sit for longer than 24 hours because the pH levels are going to change. And they put that on the actual label. It actually says that. So what they actually do on there is, okay, what I like about that, guys, is they actually put that on the label. They tell you that if your pH levels are not between this and that, then you should add a buffer to help out and make those pH levels better. Now, most of you, you're not going to do that. 99% of you are not going to do that, and your water is going to be fine. But they're basically letting you know that you need to mix that and use it when you mix it. Don't let it sit. So I like how they put that on there. It kind of validates what I've been telling you guys. But that's with any chemical, man. They just break down over time. Guys, earwigs are very easy to take care of. The females lay, I'll get into this real quick. They lay anywhere between 20, 40 eggs, 20, 60 eggs, something like that. And then they take care of them. And once they're ready, they hatch. And then they go through the breeding cycle all over again. Usually breed in the spring and fall, late fall, early spring is when these eggs start hatching. And then that's just how you get more earwigs after that. But earwigs are a harmless bug. Do they have wings? Do they fly? They can. I believe I can fly. But typically do not, and most people never see them fly. But they can if they have to. But don't worry about that. Like I said, I've never seen an earwig fly. There's probably people out there that have, and they can. I don't know how good of flyers they are. Don't know much about that. Doesn't really matter. You're looking how to get rid of them, guys. That's it on earwigs. Seismic CS for your spraying aspect of it. The granules that we talked about for putting it out in the garden and the lawn areas. If you guys have any questions about earwigs, reach out to me. I may not have answered something. Maybe I rushed this video too fast for you, but earwigs are kind of cut and dry. They're really harmless. They don't do a whole lot, and they take care of the aphids. They are a nuisance at the house. You don't want them inside, so make sure you don't have any moist inside areas like that you're like leaky pipes, things like that. Also, remember inside, it's going to be crack, crevice, and spot treatment. You're just going to broad spray this all over the place. Outdoor, it's going to be a perimeter spray, kind of around the window ledges, door frames, anywhere they can enter into the house, not just all over the walls themselves. You can go under eaves, things like that. Read the label. It'll walk you exactly how to do that, walk you through how to do that. But that's it, guys. Any questions, like I said, shoot them in that comment section. If you have any videos you would like me to do, I'm happy to do that for you guys. Put that in the comment section. Thank you for all the thumbs up out there, guys. Appreciate all the subscribers out there. If you have not subscribed to the channel, we'd appreciate it if you do. Just go down below, hit that subscribe button. You keep us going, guys, and we appreciate that. Other than that, guys, get yourself earwig free. Have a fantastic day. Craig, howtopest.com.